What if the most secure part of you, the very thing that makes you you, could be hacked? Not your phone, not your bank account, but your brain. It sounds like science fiction, a plot from a dystopian thriller. But this isn't fiction. The human brain is increasingly being mapped, studied, and even linked to machines. And with that incredible progress comes an unnerving question. Could someone, someday, hack your thoughts? For thousands of years, the brain was a black box, a mystery encased in bone. We knew it controlled movement, memory, and personality. But how? No one really understood. Then, in the last century, something changed. We started decoding the electrical language of the brain. Neurons, synapses, brainwaves. Entire fields like neuroscience, cognitive science, and brain-computer interface research exploded. And today, we're doing what was once unimaginable. We're reading brain signals in real time. In labs around the world, scientists have developed headsets and implants that can detect your brain's electrical activity and turn it into digital signals. With the right tools, you can now move a robotic arm with nothing but your thoughts. You can type words on a screen without touching a keyboard. You can even play video games using only brain signals. This is amazing news for people with paralysis, brain injuries, or neurological disorders. Brain-computer interface, also known as BCIs, are opening new doors to communication and freedom. But with that access comes a shadow. If we can read brain signals, what's stopping someone from intercepting, altering, or injecting them? Hacking, after all, is just unauthorized access. And access to the brain is no longer theoretical. Consider this. Your brain doesn't operate in isolation. It sends and receives electrical and chemical messages, and many of those can be detected externally. EEG machines can read patterns of brainwaves. Functional MRIs can reveal which areas of your brain are active when you see a picture, recall a memory, or feel fear. This isn't just abstract data. It's you, reduced to code. And like all code, it can be manipulated. Already, researchers can decode what you're looking at with startling accuracy. Some AI systems, when fed brain scan data, can reconstruct an image you're seeing, like a rough dream catcher. Others can detect lies, emotions, and even predict decisions before you're consciously aware of them. That means your preferences, fears, reactions, all could be known in advance. Now imagine this tech in the wrong hands. A marketing company using brain data to trigger impulsive spending. A government detecting disloyal thoughts. A hacker causing confusion or fear in a political opponent by sending fake signals into their brain through a neural interface. This isn't sci-fi horror. These are real concerns raised by ethicists and security experts in the field of neurotechnology. The most famous brain hacking device doesn't even require surgery. It's called non-invasive neuromodulation. Devices like transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS, can alter mood, memory, or decision-making just by applying magnetic fields to your scalp. In clinical settings, it's used to treat depression and PTSD. But could it be misused to implant beliefs, modify memories, or dull moral judgment? More disturbingly, recent experiments have shown the ability to implant false memories. In animals, scientists have triggered fear responses to places the subject had never visited. The brain, it turns out, can be tricked. And if you can change someone's memory, you can change who they are. Now, let's take it a step further. If a brain is connected to a computer, and that computer is connected to the internet, then your thoughts, at least some of them, are exposed. The potential for malicious software, brain viruses, or psychological manipulation becomes very real. Cybersecurity experts are already working on neurosecurity, a new frontier in protecting minds from intrusion. They're exploring encryption for brain signals, authentication methods that can prevent unauthorized access to neural implants. But the field is new. Vulnerabilities abound. And there's more. As brain-computer interfaces become more commercial, think wearable EEG headbands, smart earbuds that read brainwaves, or neural implants sold by private companies, we begin to give up our mental data voluntarily. Every blink, every distraction, every micro-reaction could be harvested to create a neural profile. That's not hypothetical. Some companies already track employee focus using EEG sensors. Imagine a world where your job application includes a brain scan, or your political views can be predicted based on how your brain lights up when seeing certain images. It's a level of surveillance beyond anything Orwell imagined. But let's pause. Could the brain really be controlled? That's the key question. So far, we can read signals, stimulate regions, even influence emotions. But control, as in overriding someone's will, is still out of reach. The brain is complex. Redundancies, Feedback loops, consciousness. It's not like flipping switches on a circuit board. Still, subtle manipulation is possible. Propaganda works because it hijacks emotions. Subliminal messaging works because it bypasses rational thought. Now imagine doing those same things, but directly through a brain-computer interface. If someone can bypass your senses and inject content directly into your visual or auditory cortex, how do you know what's real? If they can dull your sense of fear or enhance your feeling of trust, how do you make informed decisions? Free will may still exist, but it's now surrounded by backdoors. Ethics in neurotechnology is becoming urgent. Who owns your brain data? Can it be sold? Used in court? What if you have a neural implant that your government can legally tap, just like phone records? The legal system is not ready for these questions. But the technology is already here. Now, there's also hope. These same tools could fight addiction, restore memories lost to Alzheimer's, unlock hidden talents. We could even interface brains directly, allowing telepathic communication, shared experiences, or collective intelligence. But every tool that empowers can also be weaponized. In the future, warfare may not be about bombs or bullets, but beliefs. Minds could be the new battlefield, and the winners will be those who control perception, memory, and attention. So could the human brain be hacked? The truth is, it's already happening. Not through Hollywood-style mind control, but through 1,000 subtle intrusions. Every day, companies, algorithms, and social platforms nudge your thoughts. The tools just aren't plugged into your skull yet, but they will be. And when they are, we'll face a choice. Embrace the brain-machine interface and risk the loss of mental privacy, or resist and fall behind in a world accelerating toward cognitive fusion. The line between thought and technology is blurring, and the most important firewall of the future might just be in your own head. If this gave you something to think about, literally, give the video a like and help more minds find it too. And if you're curious about where technology is heading next, hit that subscribe button. We've got more deep dives coming on the future of intelligence, consciousness, and the unseen forces shaping your world. Stay alert, stay aware, and whatever you do, protect your mind.